We just came from the court proceedings, the pre-trial proceedings of Mr. Zandile Mafe. Now, this morning's court proceedings can only be described as a little bit strange. Just before Mr. Mafe was set to come up from the holding cells because he is in custody, a court orderly told the judge, Elise Steyn, that a bizarre situation is taking place. Mr. Mafe is lying on the ground. They tried to pick him up. He would not get up. He collapsed back down and lay back on the floor, and he refused to step up to come into court. His legal representative, Mr. Luvuyo Godla, was asked to go speak to his client, and when he returned later, around 30 minutes later, he told the court that his client has been on a hunger strike. Now, Mr. Godla also told the court that he was not informed by correctional services that Mr. Mafe is on a hunger strike. He was not aware of it, and he was still in his pyjamas. And he simply refused to step up and come into the court for the proceedings to take place. The judge then decided that it be carried on in his absentia, and pre-trial hearings are set down to iron out any differences that there might be between the state and the defense. The state telling us that they're about 95% there. There's just a large quantity of video material that still has to be made available to the defense when they supply a hard drive, because it's as they said, an immense quantity of material that requires a big storage facility. They say they still have to give that to them, but after that they are ready to go to trial. Now, a pre-trial conference is also aimed at setting a date for the trial to commence, and this was to be Mr. Mafe's first appearance in the Western Cape High Court for his trial for the alleged arson at the Parliament. Now, the matter has been postponed to the 2nd of September for another pre-trial hearing, and Judge Steyn telling both parties that they must be ready so that they can iron out their differences in the time from now and then, so that they can actually start looking at a date for the trial to commence. One matter that did come up again was Mr. Mafe's mental capacity. There was a person set to testify today to the matter of his mental capacity. But of course, on a previous case, the state tried to have Mr. Mafe committed for 30 days for mental evaluation. His defense team successfully appealed that. That didn't happen. But Judge Elise Steyn made it clear that that matter, as part of the greater story, has to be dealt with by a trial judge, and no trial judge has been appointed yet for the matter. So on the 2nd of September, all parties will return to court, and on that date, it's hoped that all the evidence that is there would be shared between the parties, and that a date could be set down for the trial to commence.